Video game's explosive launch is on track now to break sales records.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 just went on sale on Tuesday and raked in an amazing $310 million in sales in North America and Britain in its first 24 hours alone.
I collapse, I'm spilling these rats as long as you fill them to the day that I drop. You'll never say that I'm not killing them. Because when I am not, then I'm going to stop killing them. And I am not hip-hop.
The company behind Call of Duty, Activision Blizzard, promises to donate $1 million to help veterans find jobs.
And it might need a little good publicity here because some critics are lashing out at the company because the game contains a vivid massacre scenario. The company released the video on the heels of the Fort Hood tragedy and right before Veterans Day. Stephen Totilo is the deputy editor of Kotaku.com, the largest gaming blog on the web. What did you think of the game?
The game is very well made. It's a successor to Call of Duty 4, which sold 13 million copies worldwide. There's a huge audience for these games. They're essentially Michael Bay-style action movie games. You play the game, though, down the barrel of a gun. Everything that you're doing, for the most part, is violence. And as you said, there's one scene in there that's very controversial.
And that particular scene is where an American, an undercover CIA officer...
Right. It's the person you're playing as.
...mowing down civilians alongside terrorists. I know that the Defense Department uses video games to train its new recruits, and a lot of service members spend their downtime playing these games. Why would you ever want to simulate a massacre where you're taking part in terrorism?
Well, first of all, you don't have to massacre civilians. I played the level last night. It's a very upsetting level. The game warns you twice that there's something that players may find offensive coming up and says, you can skip this. We won't penalize you if you skip this. But asking about whether this should be in a video game, to me and to a lot of people who play games, is like asking whether a movie should depict a certain scene, whether a book should. I think a lot of people look at video games as children's books. So should a children's book have a massacre in it? No, of course not. But should a video game? It's a more open question, and it leads to questions of, should everything in a video game be fun? Would it be interesting to have something like this? It's definitely interesting, but it's not fun.
You know more about the people who this game is being marketed to, who would go out and buy it. It seems like the people who are vocal about being offended by it aren't the intended audience anyway. Is there a chance that that would turn off sales, or no?
No, I mean, controversy generally helps, right? And the thing is, most of the time when you have people criticizing video games, unfortunately, they haven't played them. Now, I'm not saying that this level doesn't deserve scrutiny. It should. But the thing is, we're talking about this because video games so rarely push these buttons. What's happening in this mission is extremely unpleasant. You don't have to shoot the civilians, but the people that you're fighting alongside sure are, and it is very upsetting. And when people play things like this, and we have something kind of like a book club going on at Kotaku right now, where people will be talking about these levels or talking about this level tomorrow, you get to finally kind of get at, is this interesting? Should this be in a video game or not? Is this fun or not? And when more and more people experience that and get to talk about it, I think it helps the medium evolve.
All right. It's good to see you, Stephen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.